not doing these 3 things every morning, I really genuinely think that you're missing out. You're missing out on psychological benefits, you're missing out on some energy utilization, and you're missing out on some basic markers to check for your health. So let's get into it. 3 things that I do personally, myself, every morning. The first one, and you're gonna roll your eyes, is water. The human body is made up of over 70% water. Or 90%, I can't remember. The fact of the matter is we're pretty much like Aquaman. We're made up of a lot of water. Water has just immense benefits. Immense benefits. A lot of benefits, actually. Not only is basic hydration a basic check mark for health, but it also bestows other benefits onto you. Helps with temperature control, weight loss, your immune system, bodily functions, muscle functions, so many different things. I mean, you can just go on to Google right now. I'll put a Google link right here. Show it down. Look at it all. Look at all. There's loads. What I would recommend is fill up a glass in the morning. So just get some sort of glass, fill up a full bit of water, and try to have that knocked in you in about 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes before you go to the coffee machine. That's very important. So before we have any caffeinated drinks, because obviously caffeinated drinks are a diuretic, which can obviously excrete water. Now, not that that's not important, it's not going to really have that much of an effect on that. However, if really most of your day is just made up of that and not water, you're missing out. And I promise you, if you're feeling sluggish at the start of the morning throughout the day, if you dedicate yourself to a glass or even like 500 mils of water in the first like hour, I guarantee you will feel so much better. And in terms of like energy and like feeling very sluggish and slow, that will really help. The second one, and the second thing that I do every morning, is have my vitamins and minerals ready to take. So I prep these at the start of the week, usually on Sunday, and then every day I have it in a little container and I take them. So everyone has different needs when it comes to vitamins and minerals. For me personally, I've done other videos recently, actually a video on this for vitamins during diet, vitamins during general periods of your life. Check it out. But for me, I think everyone usually needs some sort of a vitamin D, especially in most countries that don't get sun. Vitamin D is very important. Again, so many different benefits. I'm going to put them here. It's just way too many to mention. I do a fish oil or a cod liver oil. Again, for joint health and everything, just so many benefits. You're not going to get enough from foods really. And then a zinc and magnesium. But that's me personally at the minute. Your needs might be different. Find out what your requirements and needs are and have those first thing in the morning with your lovely water. Again, I've noticed times or periods in my life where I don't take these things, or I've missed them on a day, and it has echoed onto the day, and I felt a lot more sluggish and slow. And also, if I haven't took my vitamin D for a day, I have also noticed issues where things might start to creep in. I have 3 children in the house, right? So, you know, they're little plague bearers. They lick windows, lick grounds and shit. They do a load of disgusting shit. They mix it all up and on, and they throw it at you when you get home. So when I have my vitamin D, I've practically never gotten sick for quite a long period of time, and I tend to keep it that way. Third one's a bit of a psychological one. As soon as you wake up, do some sort of chore in the house, right? So what I do usually every morning is, if I'm getting up, obviously my missus usually sorts the kids and all and runs after getting them on it, which is actually the most stressful job to do. So what I do is if I'm in the kitchen, if there's stuff left over like dishes or it needs tidied or cleaned, I'll do that every morning. And doing something like that every morning, the first thing you do, while you've got your water, do your side, your minerals, you took them, sip your water, put your favorite radio show on or your favorite podcast or whatever, that's what I usually do, and then I'll clean the kitchen. That there for me, it makes me feel like I've ticked off. I've started the day on some sort of checklist and I've ticked it already. If you're very slow to approach things and you procrastinate, that is going to really echo on to the rest of the day, and you're going to be more likely the type of person to sit down and go, oh, I have to do that, oh, I can't be asked, I have to get up. The first thing to do is sort something around the house. You're an adult, right? Adults have to do shit. We need to do shit in our lives. Unless you live with mommy and daddy, there's stuff we need to do. So get out there, get up, do the thing, you'll feel a lot better. Clean the room, clean the kitchen, do whatever it is. Bonus one for the last one is simply, if you have time, get out and walk. If you need to go to the shop to get milk or some sort of food or a snack or something throughout the day, walk it if you can. If the shop's 10 minutes away, don't get in the car, walk it. If you can start that day with some form of steps, 1,000, 1,500 or so, again, the day is really well set up. So you think you've just got up, you've had 500 milliliters of water, you've had your minerals, you just cleaned the kitchen, and you've done a small walk somewhere. The day is that's a really good start to a day. In terms of health benefits and psychological benefits, that's a massive start to the day. So try to implement that somewhere in your day. Again, these changes might not be something that you can implement straight away. You may struggle because obviously, you know, if you live such a sedentary life where you're not doing even any of these things, even implementing one of these things for the first 2 weeks, like water in the mornings, before you start looking at the minerals and the walk and the cleaning and stuff, add it brick by brick. Every brick you're adding to the wall eventually will build up to a very strong foundation. So there are 3 things to do every morning. If you like the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. But until the next time, I'm Carl, as always, from the Orcs Den. Keep it real, Orcs. Is that too cheesy?